Hello everyone, I'm back with another lecture and today I'll be focusing on very important topics. It is terms related to management. These terms are not only important for your exam purpose but it will be necessary as a whole. So it is not necessary that you have to be a management student, so it is only necessary for management, something like that. So it is for general also. So without wasting much time, I'll try to cover as many as I can. So first and foremost, as you can see in the screen, it's management by exception. So what is this? Actually, it is management style, wherein management only focuses in the key areas. That is, he doesn't indulge or he doesn't monitor in all the areas where employees can already decide on their own or perform on their own. Like let's say for a management, let's say an organization, they have a plan, they have a standard, then they have the objective track. So when they are unable to meet all those objectives in the key areas, in that case the management will come into intervene it and say why it is wrong and why did it deviate. Otherwise, if the things go as usual as expected, then he is not necessary to intervene. So this type of management is known as management by exception. So he will focus only on the key areas of business performance instead of looking as a whole. Alright, going to the next. Second, we have moonlighting. So what does moonlighting means? Moonlighting is like a person or an employee doing working in two jobs simultaneously. Let's say a person, that might be you or me or any one of your friends. What he does, he works in one company from 8 o'clock to let's say 4 o'clock, and again from evening, that is 4 o'clock, he works in another job. It might be like part-time job or maybe in another job. So this is known as moonlighting. That is working in two different companies at the same. Alright. So to work in both the companies, what they do? They divide their work on the basis of day and night, which we have already discussed. So why would someone do like moonlighting? It might be different reasons, many reasons, alright. But here we have highlighted only four. It is because he or she might be wanting to earn more. It is he is not much satisfied with respect to the income he is getting at present job, or it might be he may be interested in checking out different profile, or it might be because he is not motivated and not recognized properly by this present employer. And also it might also be he has a spare time, so why should I not utilize this spare time with respect to starting my business or startup. So these are the reasons for moonlighting. Now again, what are the different types of moonlighting? So you can see in the screen already, it's like blue moon, quarter moon, half moon and full moon. So we will discuss again this in short. Blue moon. See, when you say blue moon, full moon, quarter moon, half moon, full moon, we should just think of a blue moon, alright? It's a let's say it's a blue moon is nothing but a new moon, let's say. So here, what is blue moon actually defines there? Here, in an organization, every organization has performance management system. So employees are rated with respect to their performance, and they will be given what wages or let's say increment or reward with respect to their performance. So there are many employees, or there might be some employees who will not be satisfied with respect to the benefits they get. So what they do, their next step is let me also search another job where I can get additional income, so in order to satisfy themselves. Okay, so he goes out, he tries to find new opportunities, that is he want to work in the two job. But what happens, he ends up without finding any job because he do not have that ability to get another job. So this type of failure is known as blue moon life. So it's blue moon, alright, that is new moon you consider. Now another comes quarter moon. Now as you see, the moon keeps on increment. First is new moon, yes or no? Then the moon will grow bigger in size, it will be like quarter moon. Quarter moon. So this is quarter moon. What is quarter moon here? Here he happens to get a job and he works as a part-time job in which he works as after his regular job, and he is working here, and it's not necessary he is giving his full time. Alright, so this is quarter moon. Now another comes half moon. Here half moon, the moon has grown into the half size, remember. So here what happens, the employees starts spending his time in the second job 50% of his time. Alright. So here what happens? Why do someone do all these things? It's because like he is already fond of living luxurious life maybe, or he want to save like sufficient amount of money for the future. So he like try to spend all this like part time in the part-time job and start earning the money. So this is known as half moon. Now what is full moon? Full moon is the moon is full, remember. So in the full moon, the secondary job, man is like, see what happens. Like it, a man is, when you say man, it might be you, me, or anybody in this world. So we, what happens? We always like take some, we have mental pressure, individual mind. We always keep on thinking of our earning capacity. Sometimes we get compared even at home also. See your friends earn this much and you are earning this. So social status remains like impact, yes or no? So what we do as a man, like we try to do another job. It might be like secondary job, or it might be like another secondary business. So when I focus more on this second business, it so happens that he started earning reputation, money from this second business, that is secondary job. So all this social status he is gaining not from the first job, but because of this second job, and this is known as full living. It is full, full what to say, full concentration is given in his secondary job. The first job is there just for the existence, and he is more known because of his second job. So this is known as full moon. I hope all of you have understood. Now ergonomics. When you say ergonomics, what comes in your mind? It's nothing but it's user friendly. See, here it is written, designing for people. Like you can see in this diagram what happens, a person is sitting in this poster and here he is standing and all those. So what they are trying to say, so it's like user friendly means in a workplace. So why is ergonomics needed? Ergonomics is needed in workplace in order to what, reduce his discomfort and also reduce the injury. So and also to increase the efficiency and productivity. When there is like reduction in discomfort and injury, obviously efficiency and productivity will rise. Let's say an employee, let's say, just take for an example yourself in an office. You have a table here, yes or no? And you have a table here. This is a table. I'm not good in drawing, but still, and you are sitting here, and you have a laptop here, and you have a chair here. So the height of the table and your chair should match, yes or no? It should not be like, see, your chair is somewhat so much below and you couldn't even reach or see properly your computer screen. That means what? It should be like properly aligned, the height should be maintained, the screen alignment angle or the brightness should be maintained, so that it doesn't cause any harm. It may be like with respect to your finger injury or eye injury. So all these things when you take for the like betterment of like improving all this, what to say, movement, or let's say sitting posture, when you try to improve all this thing, you try to do like what, you try to improve the ergonomics. So this is it. Now graphology, again, like it comes with respect to your personality. So what does graphology do? It's what your handwriting says about you. Your handwriting says about you. It is what? Graphology is a study of human personality through writing. That is like, suppose I have already written this, yes or no? So among you all who are already seeing this in the screen, they might be judging me with respect to my handwriting. Oh, he has written so badly. Maybe this guy, he knows nothing. It might be. So you might keep on. You might already start judging me. So graphology is that this type of technique where like we try to like judge people with respect to their handwriting. So this is graphology. So why like personality, like what happens? They say that personality affects the way our handwriting develops, because handwriting is the pattern of one's personality expressed in symbol on the what page. So see, it is like a pattern of our personality in our mind, and we express through symbol. So yeah, it's kind of true. So in short, nothing much to discuss about. Graphology is the study of human personality through his handwriting or writing. Now, Parkinson's law in management. This was very common during my college life also. Let's say, or anything in a project was also. What happens? Let's say a very simple example with respect to student assignment. I hope everybody knows. Let's say today is what 28th July, and a teacher gave you an assignment which you have to submit by 30th July. Okay, so you have 10 days time. What will happen? Say there are some person, it will be, let's say some person will be there who will finish by 2 days, done, and there will be many who will like try to complete on 30th July. If it is in 4 p.m. they have to submit by 3 p.m. they will try to finish, or who will be finishing in 4 p.m. There will be many, I'll guarantee you. Someone might be, some people who are doing that might be smiling right now. So what happens? This is a rule like which states that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. Now what happens? See, 10 days is given, and I guarantee you 10 days is not necessary to complete a project or anything. Let's say with respect to the example here, it's assignment. So what do? You try to expand your work, like see, it will खींच के ले जाना, means like okay, tomorrow you will say you will keep on delaying, yeah, tomorrow again, when tomorrow comes you will say the after tomorrow, and so, like you will keep on like extending until the last day comes. So what does Parkinson's law says? See, human beings nature is so much that if they are given more time, they will try to like utilize that full time to complete that project. But remember, if this same assignment, if you take, let's say like this same assignment has to be given by 22nd July, and all of you will complete by 22nd July, I will guarantee. So this is normal. But what happened when you are given more time? You will try to like take your work, you will try to expand your work till 30th July. But when you are given short, you will even complete this. This is known as Parkinson's law. Kindly try to read more about this also. Actually, like it is used what as a criticism, see, against the inefficiencies of bureaucracies in large organization. In organization, what happens? People who are, they try to like finish the task just only in time for the deadline. Like let's say a officer is given a job to complete any task. So what happens? He will try to complete on the last deadline on the day. So this is known as Parkinson's law. Can you do read more about it? It's very interesting though. Now, escalation of commitment. Now, what is escalation of commitment? And it is also known as commitment bias and also sunk cost fallacy. Have you like, let me just ask you one question here. Have you ever happened कि you have made one decision, okay, and that decision was एकदम बकवास, माने you were, there was a failure, the one you did, but still when you second time when that same thing happens, you go with that decision itself. It means like you try to believe your own so much कि you know कि there was a failure before, yet you believe your mind, your heart so much कि you will select that same thing. Like let me tell you one short story about mine. Like not recently, it's a long time back also, we can say. My dad has one Maruti 800, alright, it's an old one, and to make it a new model, I bought lots of things. Let's say it was around 30,000 for the parts, and repairing charge was around 10k, and again what not was added, color and all those, and it was let's say 50 to 60k. So after spending 60k, the car was same as like before, nothing else except the look was changed a bit. So what happened? After 1 year or something, the car again deteriorated. Again it was gone. Okay, it was gone again. So next time again I have decided like let me again renew this, like repair this car and make it into a new one. Again this time also I spent 70k, and I repaired, and again it is like that. So what? I have taken the previous decision of modifying this. I was not satisfied, but not satisfied in the sense output was not good. Yet for the second time also I have taken the same decision, wherein I could have gotten a better like car if I have bought a new one or like another one instead of repairing this and modifying all those. So this is known as like escalation of commitment, and it is also known as sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost, in essence, like in economics, it is said the cost that has already been incurred and cannot be recovered. Like I have read one example about this also. Like let's say you bought a movie ticket, correct? You bought a movie ticket, and it costs around, let's say, 500 rupees, or let's say 1000 rupees. And when the date came for the movie, you felt like, no, I don't want to go because it is raining. Okay, it is raining, and if you go while raining, you have to take a car you own, and there is very risks also, and you will reach after, like, let's say 1 or 2 hours, lots of traffic jam and all, and the cost will be more than like 1000. It will be like, let's say 2000, let's say, human behavior. But what happens, it so happens you will feel like, I have like I have like spent 500 for this movie ticket, or 1000 for this movie ticket. If I do not go today to watch the movie, 1000 will be lost. Yes or no? You are thinking that as a human being, but you do not think if you go to watch that movie which you are not even interested, that interest is gone, first and foremost. Second is, you will be like wasting more money to just not no just watch that movie. That is, you will go out during rain, lots of disturbance, lot of difficulties will be there, more money will be spent. That is what, you will spend more money in order to incur that, in order to save that money. That means like what, incurring more money. Yes or no? So this is known as like commitment bias, or let's say sunk cost fallacy. Yeah. And see, you can see who started first. It is known as knee deep in the big muddy. This was the one who started. And see, investor, mostly what happened in share markets also. We try to buy one share, let's say. Today we bought, let's say, 10 shares with 500 rupees. It's lost. Again, next time, you could have not bought, but still you will try to satisfy. No, 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 I'll try to average it out. Let me buy another 500. So and so. And again, you will be in loss. Yet you will like try to choose. So this is known as escalation of commitment. Alright, it's a pattern in which individual or group facing increasingly negative outcomes from a decision, action, or investment nevertheless continues the same behavior of others. Alright, now sabbatical leave, and this is a part of a leave. So sabbatical leave is what? It's a break from work. So this sabbatical leave is a leave which is given to an employee in order to pursue his like interests. So it might be like traveling, it may be writing, volunteering, or any activities, but he will be away from job. It is a break from job. So what happens? Many organization gives this type of sabbatical leaves, right? It might be for a year, for 2 years, or for until completion of his studies. Some go for study also. So, and it also necessary key, you have to complete minimum number of years, then only you will be eligible. It's not that you have joined today as an employee of one organization and from tomorrow you will like say that I want sabbatical. That's not the condition here. So you need to like give some service to the organization also before being eligible for this sabbatical leave. And this sabbatical leave is in this very very good. Why? Because it relieves stress. It feel like it gives like enrich the lives of your employee, and it gives him an opportunity to understand himself. Like it might be like he may go to like for a tour or for an adventure. So what happens, he gets time to know his own self. So this it is said through the research key, when you are giving a sabbatical leave for your employee will be more like what to say, more loyal towards your company, and they tend to stay longer also. So this sabbatical leave is also very necessary. Now, what is scapegoating? Scapegoating refers to the process by which a person or a group is unfairly blamed, which they did not do anything. As a result, the real source of the problem is either never seen or purposely ignored. See what happens, even let's say at home, like our siblings and all, like they fight and they cry, or somebody, if mama comes and scold, they say, no, no, I have not done it. He is the one, she is the one, they keep on blaming. Like the blame is like given to one another. And yes or no? Again, in the organization also, what happens? It might be one-to-one phenomenon, or one-to-many phenomenon. So even in the organization, let's say a boss is here. So this employee tries, if anything goes wrong, or let's say an organization there is a failure. So this fellow tries to blame him, and this also tries to blame him. So this is exactly like scapegoating. There's nothing else. Okay. Now, what is social loafing? See, social loafing. Social loafing is a nice term used for like. See, it happens in an individual. Let's say, just take an example. When you are given a project, the seriousness that you have, It is the seriousness you have. You will try to complete the project with time, with whatnot. But let's say that same project is given for 4 people of your friends. What happens? All will be like trying to like waste time. No one is interested. No one will take the lead, and everybody will be thinking like, eh, he will take up with this project. He will try to complete, and just listen to them. So there will be at least 1 or 2 person who will just give like lecture. They will not do anything. They will just depend on the other group, and there will be some person who will be working very hard also. Yes or no? So it basically describes the tendency of individual to put forth less effort when they are part of a group, because all members of the group are pulling their effort to achieve a common goal. Each member of the group contributes less than they would if they were individually responsible. So see, when I said here example, when he was alone he tried to be serious and with time. Here he is like just lecture and time pass and all those. So this is social loafing. You can pause and read all also. Now what is pink slip? Sipping sleep is like it was used in the olden days. So it is like when you were given, like let's say when the employer wants to fire you, it might be any reason, okay? Let's say fire or terminate you. This pink slip was given. So when you are given this pink slip, remember the organization is saying please leave the job and you can go now. So the term pink slip is used to notice dismissal of a given employee, apparently an official notification that the worker's position has been eliminated or the worker's service are no longer required. Pink slip. Alright. Now management by walking around, also known as management by wandering around. So these types of management, what happens? You have a boss here today, so he will keep on walking here. Let's say there are lots of cubicles and employees are working. So he will go, he will be smiling and talking, okay, yeah, what happened? So he will be asking person to person. So that time what happens? They will be more friendly. They will be sharing the views, sharing the suggestions and whatnot. And he will try to collect all this by wandering around or walking around. And this, he collect all the information and he will go to his office and then he will decide what he has given. So basically it's like spending some part of your time listening to problems and ideas of your staff while wandering around in an office or plant. So basically this is it. And it was coined by management guru Tom Peters. So remember this also and read more. Alright. Yes, basically the idea is to practice to listen, and you must also respond to the ideas, problem voice and take effective action about it. Now employee raiding. So employee raiding is the practice of unlawfully inducing an employee to leave one employer and take up employment with another employee. The purpose of employee raiding is usually to gain access to unique or rare knowledge or skills which the employee may possess. So employee poaching is also known as job poaching or talent poaching or employee raiding. Is when company hires an employee from a competing company. So let's say here a company A is there and B is here. So he will try to like target this one employee who is very expert. Let's say so he will try to like he will learn him. He will give him like maybe better pay. So he will like try to like rate this employee and make his own employee. For example, poaching is common in IT industry because employer need workers with high demand in technical skills. Exactly this. Now glass ceiling. So glass ceiling is actually a term used for like barriers with respect to women and minorities. Like in an organization, what happens? In an organization, see top positions or key positions, you say whatever. So in the higher positions, always men will be given preference. It means you will say a woman cannot be. It usually happens in the organization also. You may check out. Or let's say if 10% of the men are given in key positions, 2% of women might be given. So it happens. And also it may be with respect to minority also. Minority in essence, let's say this is white employees, all are white employees, maybe black employees, or maybe it may be with respect to religion also. It may be. So it happens. So minority is who is much lower in numbers. So minority men also it may happen. So like see yet unbreakable variable that prevents women and minorities from reaching to the higher positions in the organization, irrespective of their achievement and qualification. This top position, like I said, there is a like qualification is also there. Qualification is there, yes or no, and achievement is also there. But still, they will be prevented. Just try to look in your like organization. Also, you will like start finding one. So this is it. Now, what is glass escalator? So it's just an opposite, we would say, with respect to like glass ceiling. Like glass ceiling, this is also glass escalator. So it's much prevalent in the corporate world, which means men are progressing faster in the female dominating industry also. It is like teaching, nursing, then women in a male dominating male dominated industry. This was that men are given more preferences over a woman. Generally, there is a stereotype that women are weak and cannot take managerial decisions wisely and hence are not given the high level of position to the organization. But it's not necessary that women do not have, alright. So this glass ceiling also cannot stop those who are very much talented or those who like strive or work hard for their own. Like there are many examples like here you see Indra Nui, CEO of PepsiCo, and Chanda Kocha, Sika Sharma, Naina Lal Kirwa. So all these women have like rise up, yes or no? It's not, nothing could stop them. Even this glass ceiling also, they have broken down all the barriers. So it is not necessary that glass ceiling is stopping me or all those. So we should never be like what to say, demotivated. Instead, you keep on fighting, you keep on working hard. You will always go above. To all the women I'm saying, you all are great. So expatriate. What is mean expat? In a sense, expat in a sense, like let's say you are an employee here. Let's say employee of India, Indian employee. Alright. So tomorrow your boss says we have a new project in the USA. Will you be happy to go more? Irrespective of you happy or not, you have been given. So you are an expat country. So you go what? Working in a country other than his country of citizenship, often temporarily or for work reasons. An expatriate could be an individual who has linguistic citizenship in your country to become a student. This is one case. And second case is like you are saying that no, I am not taking the Indian citizenship anymore. I'll be going and taking the Canada citizenship. So you are an expat. Or also, expat is somebody who has left their origin in order to reside in another. So this is the second example. Or expat will leave home for work reasons, including migrant labor who seeks more lucrative employment in a different country. Alright. So one who goes in another country to reside or to like work for the company or earning more like a salary or let's say more income. So this is known as expat. Now baby boomer. See, these are the terms which have been described with respect to generations. Alright. So like baby boomer are also a person, but they are born between 1946 to 1964. So basically, who comes here? Like our fathers and all, you will be called as now baby boomers. So they make up those type of population, like certain portion of the world's population, especially in developed nations. Like here it is being given about the example of like USA. See, you were born between 1944 or 46, let's say, to 1964. Those are born between this, they will be now what? Their age will be around like 60, 65 or let's say 70 also. See, 56 to 70 by now. So it matches also with respect to my dad also, because he is more than 65 or 66 like that. So he is will be like baby boomer. Alright. Now comes generation X, those who are born between 1965 and 1979. And at present they will be around 50 to 60, 55 and all. So again we have generation Y after that, millennials. So those are born after 1980 and 1994. So even I will come in this. Those are from 25 years to 40 years. So these are known as millennials or generation Y. Again comes another in generation also Y. They are being divided in Y1 and Y2. So I will be in Y2. There may be some who are younger ones. They will be in Y1. Again we have last, that is generation Z. That is the newest generation. Born between 1995 to 2015. So they are currently from 5 years to 25 years. So these are how they have divided the generation. So usually sometime in exam also it is being asked baby boomers born between whom, in which year, or millennials are which. So it is generation Y. So it may come in this way. But it is good to know the terms at least. With this, like I would like to end for today's lecture here. I hope all of you have at least understood some terms. At least you have got to know something new. Maybe, I'm not sure. Or maybe if you know all of this, then you are very great. And like I wish all of you like all the best for your exam again. Keep preparing and never lose hope. And thank you so much for listening to my videos, to my lecture. and continue showing your love and blessing. I will try always to improve myself, and your feedback is always welcome. And if you like this, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.